Well, this is really an answer to Marcy Marie, I think is her name, the Christian that I hate it when people lump Scientology with Christianity. I don't care if you hate that or not. You obviously don't get it. How old is the Christian religion? Almost 2,000 years, right? In its early days, how did they treat people? Do you remember? You don't know, do you? Do you read your freaking Bible? Because that's the only place you're going to hear about it. Because the real historians of the world back then, Pliny the Younger, Pliny the Elder, so on and so forth, nobody mentions Jesus. Do you get that? There's no historical reference for a Jesus, a King of Kings, a Son of a God, which is an ignorant, delusional thing in the first place. And did you know that Mary was 12 years old when Jesus was born? Yeah. So the Catholic Church now has this edict. The age of consent is 12. And that's the Catholic Church. They're Christians. They believe in Christ, which is what a Christian is, whether you believe that or not. And I know you're going to say, Catholics aren't Christians. Well, you're a liar. And your stupidity shows. Yeah, I would say ignorance. But you brag about it, having gone to church since you were 3. Do you understand that? Your parents dragged you to church at 3 years old, where you were threatened and told, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you're going to burn in hell forever for the rest of your days, which will be forever. So what do you mean they didn't threaten people? What's tithing? What's the basket? Where do they get the money to pay the preacher? And why is the preacher being paid anyway? Why does he get a house? Are you going to answer those questions? You have to answer those questions before you can try to tell me that your Christianity is so different than Scientology. You say, they don't have a God. That's just your opinion. There's thousands of so-called heroes, superheroes in the sky for people to believe in. Zeus, Odin, Jupiter, Venus, Athena, Hercules, a demigod, but still a god. Baal, Baal, Cyrus, Horus, Nefertiti. What are you going to do? Which one of those do you believe in? Or is it the one that you think made the world and all that kind of stuff, the creation deal? You got that thing stuck in your head too. I know you do, because you're a Christian. You think the world is 6,000 years old, or maybe 10, we'll give it. You think that it can rain for 40 days and nights and actually flood the whole earth. As if I don't live in Portland, Oregon, where it's rained for 100 days straight before. Jeez, you people, get your heads out of the freaking clouds. That's why it's the same as Scientology. Do you understand that? It's not perfectly the same. It doesn't follow the Bible, but they do follow another book. They do call it a church. People go there because it's a church. They believe they're going to find a god, a superhero. That's why it's the freaking same. Because you believe in magic. And you're superhero. You're oh my gosh. And you're probably going to tell me I don't have any morals because I don't know a God, because I don't believe in God, right? Well, even though you do believe in God, you're saying you don't have any morals. Your God has them. And if he chooses not to give you any, you don't know right from wrong. You don't know it's a bad thing to talk like this about people. You don't know that it's a bad thing to support the Pope, to support Christianity. You don't know that it's a bad thing to rape children. You don't understand that. You don't get it. All you can think about is Scientology being a bad guy. And they're no different than your freaking religion. You guys aren't any different. What makes you so special? You ever heard of the Inquisition? The Crusades? That's all the younger days of your Christianity. And now there are some Christians who run around and kill people like OBGYNs. So don't give me your shit about how it's so different. I hate it when they lump sum. You know, millions of people see you write this stuff. Do you understand that? And you're on YouTube, a predominantly atheist. Yeah, it is. That's going to ridicule you. Watch all the other comments. If you're not scared to get a little reality. You know, if you're not worried about what happens when you die, your life will just smooth right out because you're still a good person. If you want to be. Your morals are up to you. You have to realize that it's bad to steal, bad to kill, bad to hurt someone else, bad to invade someone's privacy, bad to invade someone's space. You have to realize those things yourself. That's what you call intelligent. That's what you call a person who's a human being, instead of being a slave to a superhero who has told you that if you don't believe in it, you're going to burn. You just don't get that, do you? And then you're trying to tell me that they're not the same? Well, I think I just own you. You're owned. Or like these youngsters say now, pwned, whatever the fuck that is. I will never get that. Don't write it on my page, please. It's owned. I own you now. I don't want to own you. I could care less. I would rather you wake up and become just a person, a human being. You can do that, you know. It's real simple. And God thought the dinosaurs were too big to put in the ark, I guess. So what happened to them? Can you answer those questions? Like about how your God created everything, right? That means all the bad things that have happened in the world are the creation of your God. That's right. Hitler, Stalin, the talking snake, all that. Your God let it go. So is he evil because he's omnipotent and omniscient? Or he's just really not? It's just not really true. It's just not there. Which is it? Get alive.